Yeah.
You're not the first to have said that, in all seriousness. Alan Shearer was, I thought, was very good the other night on the head injuries and what have you. And we've said it before. I think we as a group lead the world. I really do. I think the more the people listen to us, the more they'll get on, because we've said for many weeks, haven't we, that they should take a leaf out the Rugby Union Rugby League book about, you know, head injuries and you know, VAR and the rest of it. Football just cannot get its act together. It's so sad.
It's because it's so selfish.
Money.
Yeah, yes. They're so selfish. And this guy who got clobbered with the Wolves guy,
yes.
they kept him on the pitch, head bleeding, you know, and apparently, it was okay to carry on. He passed the concussion test. But it makes you wonder if the only reason why they played him is because they knew if they didn't, it'd be out for a couple of 3 matches.
Well, I would look very seriously at the concussion test they use on footballers, because let's face it, the IQ is not pretty high.
Yeah.
You know, so you've got to have a subtle question or two. But no, it's just Ron, Darth Vader put his finger on it. It's money. The whole thing is driven by
respect to Darth Vader today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, respect to Darth Invader. Yeah.
Thank you,
Recording,
Ian.
by the way.
At least you got the right name there.
Well,
haven't they gone to Stuart's funeral this morning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. John, Lol, and Doug have all gone to Stuart's funeral, so we won't be having news of the group other than bits that I'm aware of or that you might be aware of, and we won't be having a news of the week or a normal news of the week.
Hurrah!
Right, shall we go and make us tea now?
What are we going to do for the first half for the meeting?
Well,
I'm suffering withdrawal symptoms already.
I know.
What have you got ready, Chris?
Right. Just so that I
I'll
remember,
give you a tale.
when we start the second half of the meeting, we'll have a period of silence for Stuart. Okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But as soon as we're all back on, then we'll have the period of silence for Stuart. Morning, Dave.
Yeah.
He's coming on.
Ian.
Yeah.
Good morning, Dave.
Do you know there's a series on about the Dam Busters this week?
No,
Probably made the programme, but
yeah, tonight.
Isn't it on tonight?
it starts tonight. I think it's on for the next 3 nights.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Thanks. Which channel is that, Paul?
Snow.
Channel 4, is it? Channel 5?
I think it's Channel 5, actually. I think
Channel 5, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Tape that.
Not sure.
When in doubt, I always switch to Channel 5. They have some good documentaries, not necessarily military ones, but general ones.
Yeah.
You know, canal trips and all sorts of stuff there.
I thought they'd have consulted you about it, Ian, to be honest.
Sorry?
I thought they'd have consulted you about it.
No, not anymore.
Yes, Dave the Fish.
While we're talking about documentaries, I don't know if anyone saw a programme a few weeks ago with Colin Jackson. Paul the Biscuit might be interested, when he was talking about eating disorders among young athletes.
Oh.
It was a very good programme, because I think evidently he himself, Colin Jackson, has suffered from it. And there was a picture of a young lady athlete, as she was now, talking about how she didn't get support from I don't know if it was a local athletics club or whether it was the national one, but it showed you a photograph of her going back, and she just looked like someone from Belsen.
Oh dear.
It was absolutely harrowing. And evidently, when these young kids were sort of touted for stardom, if you like, they were sent to these houses and they had just enough, well, they were given certain amounts of food, and that had to last them for the period of time that they were in there. And
Right.
it was absolutely awful. So I think it might have been a panorama program, so there might be an opportunity if anyone was interested to catch up on it.
But
It
it's
was
a
about-
lesson. It's a lesson to Paul, isn't it? You know, perhaps Paul, you need to go to Biscuits Anonymous.
He's all right though. But it was harrowing, honestly, looking at this young girl in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Colin Jackson said how common it was. And
Really?
the authorities just seem to be whitewashing it, as often they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds
Right.
similar to the gymnastics thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
we will probably be quick to condemn the Eastern Europeans and the Russians for it, but this is in Britain,
There's a
UK.
bit of a difference between drugs and biscuits, really, though, aren't there? You know.
I'm
No,
giving,
you
up,
Paul.
Biscuits.
I'm giving up biscuits.
Are you?
9.
Yeah, I'm just going
Not
to
Lent
chocolate.
yet, Paul.
Straight to
It's
chocolate.
not Lent yet.
Less
Well-
crumbs, Paul.
Yeah, just a few things about this week. On Friday, it's Paul the Biscuit's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, many congratulations, Paul.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
Paul.
Happy birthday.
So, one thing I was going to just mention, Paul the Biscuit's birthday. It was actually born on a Thursday, 4th of December 1952. Also born that month was the jockey John Frankham, cricketer Joel Garner, actress Jenny Agutter, and Dire Straits songwriter David Knopfler. On the 6th of December, United beat Fulham 2-1 at Bramall Lane on their way to the Division 2 title. How about that, eh? Wednesday lost 2-1 at Sunderland and finished 18th in Division 1.
Great weekend then.
Yeah.
Drinks all round.
Yeah.
Sheffield double.
Yeah. Surrey won the county championship.
Yeah.
Newcastle won the FA Cup and Man United Division 1. Helsinki held the Olympics with the equestrian team winning the only British medal.
Wow.
In 52, the most popular films included The Quiet Man, High Noon, Singing in the Rain, and The Greatest Show on Earth. And the first Christmas number 1 was in 1952. Anybody know what it was?
Harry Belafonte.
No,
Cliff Richard.
no.
No, it was Al Martino.
Al
Here in my
Martino.
heart.
It was indeed.
Oh, crikey.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Colin's got his hand up.
It
Keith.
was
Colin, yes, Colin.
Yeah, it was 52 was my first ever match at United, February the 6th, 1952. I think they played West Ham in a cup replay and won 4-2.
Right.
I've been going
Right.
ever since, obviously. But,
Wow.
Hard luck,
You're,
hard luck, Colin. Hard luck.
Colin, you're obviously older than you look.
do I? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Compliment there.
Yeah.
Nicely put that, Keith.
So, yeah,
Nicely
I'm 77, 78 next April.
Crikey.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I cycle every day and I'll be going back to the gym on, tomorrow, in fact. So
Right.
Good on you.
Doing well, mate. Doing
I
well.
just have to get rid of some of this weight. I've battled it all my life, weight. I've lost 8 stone twice and put it back on, and 10 stone once and put it back on.
Wow.
Yeah, mate.
All to
Crikey.
go now.
Thinking, eh?
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the best way to lose it, Colin? Is it
Well,
diet?
He cut his leg off once.
Amputation.
Yeah. I've done all the blooming diets, Slimming World, and which was quite successful actually. Weight Watchers was no good and such like. But I'm doing a keto diet now, and that is absolutely brilliant. I think I'm going to be able to live with this because you eat a lot of fat and virtually no carbohydrates.
Go on then, what is the keto diet? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's very low carbs and protein.
Does that mean no potatoes?
No potatoes, no bread, no biscuits.
Oh,
But
Just like mine.
That rules Paul out.
every
Similar
cup,
to my diet.
every cup of coffee, I have cream in it. Yeah,
Right.
you know, it's very high in fat, so lots of Brazil nuts, macadamia nuts, and such like. Belly pork, spare ribs, pork crackling. Yeah.
Wow.
And I feel a damn sight healthier for it as well. You know, yeah, it's unbelievable, and it's brought my diabetic, problem down. I wasn't diabetic, but I was getting very close to it, and they threatened me if I didn't do something about it, I would be, and I don't want to go on that medication.
Well done.
And
That
how do
doesn't sound right, that at all that fat.
Oh yeah, well this is the trouble. They're telling you so much blooming rubbish, really. You need fat, and if you didn't have any blooming, and some cholesterol, but the rest of the stuff you can manage without. You know, it's.
I think sugar's the big one, isn't it, Colin?
Yeah, but I to be honest with you, never took. Well, I stopped having sugar on cereals and in drinks when I was 18. So that wasn't my problem. I mean, I probably had the sugar in chocolate and cakes.
Well, I was drinking too much wine about 8 months ago. Well, there's sugar in that.
I mean, I do like a drink, but I don't have that much really. And
well, I changed from wine to.
Gone 5 months without any at all.
I changed from wine to what they call session beer, which is comparatively low alcohol content, and the weight just dropped off me.
Yeah. The diabetic nurse I saw, she said that I was wanting to have non-alcoholic beer, and she said no, you can't have it. It's all carbs. The best thing you can drink is gin or white wine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the sugar in the wine that got me. Gin's.
Yeah.
They say gin's a good palliative.
Yeah. So I think I could have gin or.
The trouble with gin is what you mix it with.
Yeah, that's quite right.
Well, I think even all these other things, when they say there's no added sugar in it, there's still, sweeteners of. So I don't have to eat much fruit either, very little.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, you wanted to say something.
Just to say well done to Colin for what he's doing. And I lost, I put weight on, and I haven't got a diabetic condition, so I have to be careful. I lost 2 stone very quickly by just following a low carbohydrate diet. It actually does suit me. Doesn't mean you cut them out. It just means you reduce them to a recommended level. So below what an adult would normally consume. You just monitor what you eat. You don't change what you eat. You just monitor the carbohydrates in what you eat. And everything works differently for different people. It worked for me. And I try to stick to it now, not as rigidly as I should, but it's just a good thing. So I'm now below the diabetic rate. If I was assessed now, I would not be diabetic.
Well done.
So put it into remission.
I'm the same, Chris.
Are you? Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm the same. I mean, at one time I was on insulin.
Oh my goodness.
And now I take 1 tablet a day. And if I went to the doctor without any history, they'd give me a warning. Just be careful what you eat.
Yeah.
And it's all to do with weight. Colin's right. It's all to do with weight.
I was just going to say that, yeah, the keto diet was, I think in 1922, it was introduced to combat epilepsy in children. And yeah, it found out that it worked, and control these fits that they do have, and but it's never been publicised that much. But if you go on the British Heart Foundation and British Diabetics websites, you'll there's some good reading there.
How do you spell keto?
Keto.
Right. Okay. Right. Yes. Yeah.
Just a quick one. I don't know if you caught it, but there was the former chief medical officer being interviewed on the TV a couple of days ago. She said that one of the reasons we have suffered so badly on COVID is that our average state of health is worse than other countries that are generally obese.
If you travel around Europe, you'll notice there's hardly anybody that has the obesity level that we do.
Yeah,
it's just so obvious as you go around.
I think the Mediterranean.
Yes, I agree.
Look at the Americans.
Yeah.
Yes, they are the ones who are challenging us.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I did say Europe.
Yeah. Just a few other things about Paul's birthday. A famous item opened in London in 1952. Anybody?
Exhibition?
Because, what was it?
Madame Tussauds.
No, a play.
Mousetrap.
Oh, the Mousetrap.
Yep. Yeah. Opened in London in 52. And I mean, I know we've had this one before, but it's so appropriate that we have to mention it every time. Parliament discussed the biscuit manufacturers levy. It's absolutely true. And that, I think that was actually on Paul's birthday.
I reckon you're making that up.
In 1952. Not making it up. It's absolutely.
That's some crumb of comfort.
I've been looking at other stuff that happened in on the 1st of December throughout the years. And Woody Allen was born in 1935. Lee Trevino was born in 1939. Wow. And Richard Pryor.
He's as old as that.
In 1940. Yeah, Lee Trevino, 1959. Blimey. There was one there that I read it and I thought, what are they on about? I read it as bears outraged as slaves are freed. But it wasn't bears, it was boars. So,
I thought you had to
make it up. You couldn't make this up.
Yeah, could have been a grizzly story. Yeah.
It would have been. And there was 2 places got joined today in 1990. Any ideas?
East and West Germany.
Nope.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Closer to home.
1990.
1990.
Some closer to home.
Yeah.
Dagenham and Redbridge.
No, not quite that close. No?
One the two Milan teams playing in the same stadium, was it?
No. It was the Channel Tunnel.
Oh, right, yeah.
The 2 halves of the Channel Tunnel were joined under the sea. But that was a bit wet.
Yeah.
Did the fish go to France or did they come here?
I think, we claimed them. We must have done.
Doubt it.
We must have done. That's why France are objecting to the fishing deal.
Yeah, that's probably right. In later years, on the 4th of December, when Paul became a teenager in 1965, among the top films were The Sound of Music, Dr. Zhivago, Thunderball, and Help.
That's good.
There's something missing, isn't there, Keith? When you mention music, there's something missing today.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of an
Yes.
interrupt that's just not there.
We don't
I've
even
never,
need to worry now, do we? No worries. Just
I've never
play
seen The
it.
Sound of Music. I just like to throw that one in.
I've
Crikey.
never seen The Sound
You
of
No, I
must be
won't-
the only person in the
No,
world,
I
Chris.
think I am, but I've avoided it so far.
Well done.
It's a great
Thank you.
film.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Do you remember it was on at the Gormont for about 18 years?
Oh Lord.
Gormont, the Odeon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was on for.
the Odeon it was, because
Yes.
I took my wife, girlfriend as she was then. I didn't want to go, but she insisted.
He's
Yeah,
another bloke who's not seen it, Chris.
Look,
He's another bloke that's not seen the film.
I'm just an admirer of him.
Mega snog.
Ron, I was the same. I'd never seen it, and my wife or girlfriend persuaded me to go to the Odeon to see it. And I have to say, I right enjoyed it. I think it's a great film. I like films like-
Persuade was too gentle a word, Keith.
All right. Well, persuade was too gentle a word in my case as well, but I really enjoyed it when I went.
You didn't go out with the same girlfriend, did you?
No, I don't think so.
No. The top records included The Carnival Is Over by the Seekers, My Generation by The Who, and 1, 2, 3 by Len Barry, and Let's Hang On by The Four Seasons. Those last two, I remember. Oh, we've got someone else joining here. Hang on. Hello there.
Eddie.
Is this Ed? I think it's Ed.
There you go. Sorry we're late. We had a meeting.
Oh,
Eddie.
Good morning, Ed.
Good morning.
Now we might get
Morning,
some
Ed.
Ah,
They're not as good looking as what I thought they would be.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
You know what? Can you understand English? Can you understand it? Oh, is it?
It's your friends from Sporting.
Oh, Sporting Memories.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
You know,
I can't see you, Eddie.
can you see me better now?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
they were better
Yeah.
before.
Sunshine Boy.
I'll move further out.
He's outside, you see.
That's it.
Yeah, it's
Right,
good.
that's fine. He's
Good.
fine.
Just doing
Let him get some fresh air.
You put me outside because I contaminate other people.
Well, that's better. Oh,
That's better, Ed. That's
What?
better. We can see
Yeah.
you now.
That's good.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's fine. We can only see half of you, but oops, you keep going into the sun.
I'm a better looking now.
You're looking very righteous.
What you're doing anyway? You could be in it.
We were just talking about Paul's birthday.
Whose birthday?
It's Paul the Biscuit's birthday today.
What we bought him? What have I bought him?
You haven't, unfortunately.
I haven't.
No, I think you might have got him a packet of biscuits.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ed'll have eaten them already. He'll have eaten them.
So we were just talking about different things that happened on Paul's birthday.
What with it? Titanic went down. Did it?
Titanic went down. It might be a bit. Just to quickly move on to 1973.
Yes.
Were Live and Let Die, A Touch of Class, The Day of the Jackal, and Ivanhoe.
Ivanhoe.
Yeah. Top records included Paper Roses by Marie Osmond. And I think this...
Got that wrong, Keith. It's Paper Wozers.
That's right.
Paper Wozers.
And there might be... This one might have been dedicated to you, this one, Ed. It was What You Won't Find Another Fool Like Me.
Might be some... I've been too daft with my money. I'm getting too much away to my friend.
Roll Away the Stone by Mott the Hoople.
Brings back memories.
And Merry Christmas, Everybody by Slade.
Never heard of it.
Shall we start singing?
What?
Yeah, start singing.
Everyone.
We've not had it singing yet. There was also I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard.
Marvellous.
By your mother?
Oh no, that's Wizard.
What?
Wizard.
Who's that?
I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Can you hear that?
We can hear it. We've got some singing at last.
Yeah. It's my song, that.
Is it?
Yeah. Wish could be Christmas.
They started on the wine early over there, haven't they?
I think they have started on the wine. Right. As we move into the end of the year, one other question I mean to ask today is
it's not Christmas.
Continue the meetings on the 22nd and 29th of December.
Yes.
Well, how do you feel about that?
Hey?
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep them going.
22nd is fine.
Secret ballot?
Not sure whether I make the 29th.
Well, what I'll do, I'll send out the meeting greetings every week. And we'll come on. If you want to come on, you can come on. If you don't, you don't. Simple as.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There's one other thing I wanted to mention this morning, and that Brian the Whistle is running a quiz on the 10th of Thursday, the 10th of December. Now, it's primarily aimed at the referees of this land, so that you might find that there's quite a few football questions.
No, there won't be, Keith. It's what normally happens is that each year since about 2006-07 now, I've been doing a quiz for Sheffield Referees Association, where we normally at our base at the Carlton Club. Obviously, we can't do that this year, so we're making an effort at doing something on Zoom just to keep people connected. But although it's the Referees Association, we're a footballing organisation, the quiz is very much a general quiz, and right from the get-go, I've set it up so that it's not a quiz for quiz geeks, if you like, people who go to regular quizzes. You don't need to have attended any form of quiz in your life to have a chance of winning this particular quiz. But this year it is primarily just to keep people entertained for an hour and a half or so. And with it being Zoom, it's easy to invite anybody and everybody. We do to it open anyway to people. But Keith's got the link, and I've done a sort of a printable answer sheet. And if anybody fancies it, from 7:30 a week on Thursday, just get the link and just drop on in. It's as easy.
Yes, he is.
One thing, Brian.
Yeah. Right, go on.
Do you have VAR?
Well, funnily enough, you've stolen me thunder a bit there, because that's on one of my introductory slides. but no, there's no VAR, because there's only a couple of rules. The first rule is that the quizmaster is always right.
Good.
And that's me, of course. And,
Yes.
and the second rule is that in case of doubt, refer to rule 1.
Yes.
So they're the only 2 rules.
Good.
All right, that's good. I've got 2 charming nurses here on the balcony with me.
On balcony, that's a bit.
Oh, it's a funny
Front
balcony.
porch.
Yeah. You want to have a look at them?
No, they're blooming done. Right, then today.
Hello.
Hello there. Well,
Good morning. Oh, I can get anyway, in all this.
we can hear you. Don't worry, Ed, we can hear you.
Yeah, well, it does worry me because I don't want to get drowned out with other voices.
No, well, they've gone round corner now for the cigarette.
I've got round bend.
Yeah.
Don't worry. So I'll send out the links that Brian sent to me with the printable
Yeah.
answer sheet. I'll send them out to everybody.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Looks like Chad the lad.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of your lads got uglier. Since I come in here, you've got uglier.
Well,
I've got better looking. That's not my opinion, of course.
of course. So that's the things that are coming up in the next between now and the new year. So
Don't talk about coming up because I'm just going to have my breakfast.
right, I'd go and get it now, Ed, if I were you.
Better. I'm so sick. Anyway, I really appreciate you ringing me. And
It's a pleasure, Ed.
I'm showing the girls what a good looking lot you were. And they all want to see you. All these young women.
We'll all come round and see you one day, Ed, when we can.
Okay, that'd be good.
All right.
I think it'd be a bit easier if you were on it, Ed.
Well,
If you're coming to see you.
yeah. Oh, you don't know what you're missing not being there. You don't.
What is in Stalag 17, is it?
It's a palace.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you remember that film? Were it Stalag 17?
Yes. William Holden.
14. Was it 14? Is that like 14?
No, it was 17.
17.
Film.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong stalag, Paul.
Yeah.
You're with the Italians.
It was German.
You'll have noticed I've sort of missed out news about this last weekend. The best
What was that?
of weekends for football, was it, lads? Whichever team you support. I mean, United.
There's been a big delivery of items to the training ground at Bramall Lane this week at Shicliffe.
Oh,
yeah. Barn doors. And it was followed up by a consignment of banjos.
Biscuits.
I'm not willing to enter into any other conversation about United other than that. That's it. I'm not saying any more.
I'm sure that there's other quips going around like, what's the difference between United and a triangle?
And the tripod.
That's it. That's an old one, yeah.
It is an old one. A triangle's got.
It's true.
What's true?
But we will prevail. Don't forget, in first season in the Premier, in the top flight. Only got 4 points on Christmas.
I know. The real reason you're looking up.
Anyway, we're less than a minute to go now, so I'm going to end this session. I'll see you.
You want to know what's Christmas, don't you?
Okay.
Right, see you soon.
See you.
Right.